A lot of people get truly stuck and hung up when it comes to building their email list. Well, in today's tutorial, I want to take that burden away by showing you how to create landing pages that convert using one of my favorite tools, ConvertKit. Before I dive into this tutorial, however, I want to ask you a big massive favor, and that is please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell. We publish videos 3 times a week, and we publish tutorials and all sorts of good stuff to help you to grow your business, scale, and make money online. So without further ado, let's dive into the tutorial where I'll be teaching you exactly how to create landing pages, how to design them, and all of that good stuff. And you can do this in a matter of minutes. Let's head inside. So to get to the landing pages, you go over here to landing pages and forms, and you click over here. Okay, so now that we're here, we're going to see that the form that I originally created is over here. So as you create more forms and landing pages, etc., you'll be able to find them in this part of the window here. So to begin creating a landing page, you go over here to create new. And then you select landing page this time. So select landing page over here. And what's going to happen, and this is the beauty again of ConvertKit, is that it gives you loads of beautiful templates that you can use to create your landing page. So it's already pre-created. All we have to do is choose a template and pick a couple of, change a few things, i.e. words, images, etc. And then you can use that as your landing page. So let me find a simple template that we can use for the sake of this tutorial. So I think this is simple enough. So we're actually going to use this one. So I'm using this one called Cypress. You can click over here to preview to see what it would look like once it's finished. Okay, so it's just loading. Here we are. So this is what it will look like. So you'll have a title over here. You'll have some text over here if you want to text, a call to action over here, and they put in their email, and you change the image over here. So it's pretty simple. So I'm going to click on choose so we can use this one. So now we're here ready to edit your landing page. So a few things you definitely want to change. So the heading right now is in a font called Play Fair Display. But if you wanted to change that font, you would essentially, you would go back to the font. So if we go back to General Styles, Play Fair Display, let's look for, I kind of like this Roboto slab. Can you see how it's changed it over here? In this section, I quite like that. The body is the same thing. If you wanted to mess around with other fonts, you could do that over here in this section. I sometimes like Merriweather as well, which is quite nice over there. And then you could actually change the color of this entire background to suit your brand. So this is where you change the color. So if I click over here, I can select a completely different color. So if I wanted something a little bit more toned down, so that this part really stands out, but it's still within, my brand. If say this was my brand, I could choose it. So it's really is that simple. Now, when it comes to the image over here, in order to edit the image, all I have to do is to click over here to edit and crop. Let's see what comes up. Hold on a minute. Let me upload the image first. Okay, so it's going to give me access to my files to upload. So I had already created an image in Canva. It's not anything special. It's just for the purpose of this so that we have something to use. So it's now loading up my image, and it's showing me my image. And ConvertKit gives you lots of options of things that you can use, either filters, you can change colors directly in ConvertKit, you can do a markup over here, you can even crop, you can rotate, you can flip horizontally, flip vertically, etc. I'm not going to do any of that to this image. I'm just going to click done. Let's see what happens. So it's processing my image. Okay, so now I have replaced that image over here, so you can see what it looks like over here. So the only thing I have to do is to change some text. So I'm going to change this to Facebook ads checklist. Over here, let's double, let's see if I can center this, which is there. And I'm going to add some blurb over here. Ready to nail Facebook ads. Grab my free checklist, which walks you through how to set up your Facebook ads confidently in a matter of minutes. Now, to be honest, I probably wouldn't use this text as it is, but for the purpose of this, I'm just putting it here. And so here, I want to change this from subscribe to a real call to action. So I might say, where should I send this to? Where should I send this to? Or I can say, insert your name and email. Right? Any of those would work. So I already have the email field over here, but I do want their name. So I'm going to click on plus over here. It is a custom field. Over on the right hand side, I'm going to call it first name. And over here, I'm going to move it so that we have first name and then email over there. And then you can also change the font color of the text over here, right? So if I wanted something a little bit darker so that it stands out, I can do that over there. Now we have the button over here. So I don't like sign up today. I'm going to have it as download, right? And then I'm going to change the color to match my Facebook color or something near enough, at least. Oops. Near enough, right? To match that. And so to be honest, for the purpose of this, I'm actually quite happy with this. Now, if you are playing around with this, you can play around with it until you are satisfied, but I'm only doing this for demonstration purposes. Now, there's other things that you can do for sure. You can also increase the radius. So if I increase it to 7, it's just increasing the radius around the outside over here. So I'm going to take it back down to 3. Font size, you can change the font size over here. If I went back to general styles, this is where you can change all of the actual font itself, the card color, and so on. And if you know custom CSS, you can pop that in here, but I don't need to do that. Now for this, you definitely want to change the name so that you can recognize it. So I'm going to click on this pencil and I'm going to call this Facebook Ads Checklist Landing Page. And I'm going to hit save, right? So once you are done, you are pretty much done. All you have to do is click on save and publish over here. So now my landing page has been saved. Let's look around. Let's look at anything else we need to do. So now there are other things you need to do when somebody grabs your landing page. You need to work on the settings just like you would if you had created a form. The first thing you want to do is when a visitor subscribes to the page, what do you want them to do? Do you want to show a success message or do you want to redirect them to an external page? So once again, you can redirect them to an external page if you have an external thank you page, which again, you can create inside of ConvertKit, by the way. You can also redirect them to another sales page if you have that. That's completely fine. But if you are still new in your business, chances are you don't have any of that. So I say stick to this one, show a success message. Once again, you want to change your success message. Instead of success, now check your email. You might say something along the lines of, thank you for grabbing the Facebook as checklist. I'm actually going to copy this so that next time I can just paste it. Actually, I'll copy it at the end. Thank you for grabbing the Facebook ads checklist. I've sent it to your inbox. Please check your email to download, to get access. Get access now, okay? It's good to have you. Pam. Okay, there we are. So I'm going to copy this so that I can use a variation of it in the next tab that I will show you. So now this is a success message. So when somebody grabs this lead magnet, they will see this success message, which tells them, which number one confirms that they have grabbed the lead magnet, but also tells them what to do in terms of, that call to action, which is go to your inbox. The next thing you want to do is head over here to domain and select the domain. So remember, if you don't have a domain, ConvertKit is giving you one, so select theirs, and that's completely fine. If you have your own custom domain, you click on here and go to account settings and add your custom domain. The next thing you want to do over here is go over to incentive. right? Which is their lead magnet, the Facebook ads checklist. So you have two options over here, right? You can either click over here to auto confirm new subscribers, which means that ConvertKit is going to auto confirm them. Like I mentioned earlier, the danger of this is that when people use a fake email address or an email address that by accident, you've auto-confirmed them, and that means that they won't get the lead magnet and you wouldn't even know, because they would just be sitting inside of your ConvertKit account. And as you know, if you're paying for any email autoresponder, they are charging you based on the number of people that you have. So make sure that you don't tick this. You leave it as send incentive email. And then you want to come over here to edit email content. And the first thing you want to do is change your from email address to a proper email address that is branded. So I've got my branded email over there. You want to change the subject to something such as, it's here, Facebook ads checklist over there. And then over here, I'm going to change this by just pasting what I had before. Okay, I'm going to just remove this and paste it. Thank you for grabbing the Facebook ads checklist. Please click the button below to get access now. And then I'm going to insert the button. So because I deleted the button, I'm just going to click here to add the button once more. The button's disappeared again. Let's do that again. Click here once more and the button is back. It's that simple. Download now is right there. Right, it's good to have you, Pam. Let's delete these things that do not apply. Here we go, right? So this is it. So we have a very simple message. Now, honestly, this message is not enough. Okay. When, inside of my programs and inside of my business, we use, a much more persuasive message than this. But for the purpose of this, I'm only adding this message just so that we can move forward. So make sure you read your message and you have something in there that is in more alignment with your brand. Once you have done that, you hit save over here. So now the next thing you want to do is you actually want to add the download there. So you can add a URL if you have your lead magnet saved somewhere else. It could be Dropbox, Google Drive, Amazon S3, it doesn't matter. Or a simpler way is actually just to hit download over here and to choose the file that you are going to be giving them. So let's imagine this is the file. I'm going to click on open and it's going to load up for them. And once it's finished loading up, the moment they click that button in their inbox, they will get access to this specific download. So if you are just starting out, I highly recommend that you just add the download in the download so that it's easy. So now that's loaded. The next thing I want to do is check on advanced. Again, it's asking you, if somebody comes back and sees this landing page, what do you want them to do? Do you want to continue to show the form to them? Do you want to hide the form? Or do you want to show a custom content? It's completely up to you. I tend to leave it at continue to show the form so that just in case they've forgotten, right? I mean, it doesn't cost me anything. If they do have use the same email address, it's not going to be a duplicate inside of ConvertKit. So I will leave it here as continue to show the form. And then over here is your SEO and analytics. So over here, you want to add in some SEO. You want to add in your title and SEO title over there, a description, and add an image. So this is very, very important. So I might say Facebook ads checklist. For the description over here, I'm actually going to cheat and click on save over there. Come back and just copy this over here. I'm going to copy this over here. I'm going to go over to settings again and just paste that. This is my cheat, guys. all right, then I'm just going to alter it. So ready to nail Facebook ads, grab my free checklist, which walks you through how to set up your Facebook ads confidently in a matter of minutes. And then over here, I'm going to add the same image that I added before. That way, what happens is if somebody does share my landing page to their friend, they will see the SEO, and SEO will pick up keywords such as Facebook ads, checklist, etc. I have Facebook ads again here. So SEO would pick that up. And then that's it. You can add your Google Analytics and all of those things, but I'm just going to hit save over here. Once you have finished, you can then hit publish. One more thing I need to show you is once people start getting access to your lead magnet via this landing page, you click over here to reports. Oops, I need to click save first. Let me not undo all of my hard work. Okay, go over to reports, and this is where you can see how many visitors you have had, how many subscribers you have had, the conversion rate. So ConvertKit is that good. So I'm going to click back over to content so that I make sure that I have shown you everything that I need to show you. And just like that, we hit save and publish, and we are done. Now, how do you share this? You can hit the share button over here. You can hit preview to have a look. This is what your landing page will look like. Exit preview, and then you can always hit the share button over here and grab this link to share with your friends. You can also share directly on Facebook, directly on Twitter, or embed it into your WordPress account. But I'm just going to keep it simple, grab this link, and I'm going to type it over here, and now I'm able to share it with my friends. So how amazing is this? We did this in a matter of minutes. So there is really nothing stopping you or holding you back from creating your own landing page and beginning to generate leads. So that is your portion of tutorial for how to create your landing page inside of ConvertKit. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got a lot of value from that. If you don't already have a ConvertKit account, I have a link below this video that helps you to get started for free. Now, before I go, I want you to check out this full walkthrough tutorial for how I use ConvertKit and all the automations that I use. There's a bonus in there as well. So make sure you check it out, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. See you in my next video.